guys, it's Cheyenne. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 tips with you on how to inexpensively decorate your spread. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned. So my first tip is washi. So yes, washi can be super expensive, but you can find like little packs of like 3 tubes of washi, and you know, it could be like $2 or $3. I mean, especially if you go to like Michael's and you find stuff that's on sale. So also if you like watch their clearance stuff, you can find stuff there. So my first suggestion is to, you know, you can obviously do like the basics, just lining things. You can also kind of like make your own boxes with this as well. And you can like white out the back. And then you can like cut around, you know, like all these spots here. And you can make your own box, any size, well, not really any shape because it is straight washi. I guess, you know, you can make any shape if you like traced out your shape, filled it with washi, and then cut around it. That would be a really good way to do it too. But this, I'm just using like straight box because it's easy and kind of, you know, self-explanatory. It's a straight box because really, I mean, you know, we as planners use a lot of boxes anyways. And this is just one way to do that and get some different kind of colors. And yeah, I'm like over excessively, like didn't make my lines very, you know, like I'm wasting some, but to me, I'm just using this for demonstration. So you can use it as a box. The other thing you can do with washi is you can also, get this up here, you can fill a box. So if you're like, you know, want just decoration, you can just kind of go over here, fill the box, and you can use different colors, you know, whatever washi tapes you have. Like I said, you know, if you go to Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, you can find like a big giant box pack and it's like $12. And that's pretty relatively inexpensive for the amount of things that you can do with washi. And of course, like I said, you know, they have clearance and all sorts of different things like that. It's kind of overlapping. But you can definitely find washi, or even online, you can find washi all over the place. So, and just the same kind of concept, just kind of follow that line down. My luck, I'll just cut all the way through the paper and, you know, the whole box will just cut out. I've done that in one of my other videos where I've almost completely cut out the box just because, I don't know, I'm not good at like gauging the pressure. I guess that comes with practice, and this is me practicing. So I'm just kind of like sticking this on my desk for now, just so that I can quickly get to the point for you guys. Oops. Just cut it down. I guess I can go a little extra. So washi is probably one of my favorite ways to decorate things too. Like, even though I don't use it a lot in my videos, I do like to use it. I mean, you can do this either way. You can either do it, you know, you can do it vertically, you can do it horizontally, you can do it diagonally, you know, and strip your pieces, you know, diagonally like this and kind of go back and forth like that, and that would be really cool too. but for the sake of the length of the video, I will just keep it with this one. Let me get that little piece up. There we go. So yeah. And then also, you know, if you're just like, if you have a sticker book, say you have one that you use, you can always use washi tape behind the sticker. Let's see here. Or in front of it, or, you know, I'll use this as an example so I don't have to pull out any more washi tape. You can easily make like that, like a decorative box with the washi. Whoops, that sticker's so crooked. That's probably not much better, but we're gonna go with it. And then you can also take, like, you know, a strip of washi, tear it down the center in half, and almost use it like tape. Like you're taping the box to your spread, which is kind of a neat look. So also, let's see here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of my tips for washi. I mean, you can go down the center too. Where's my orange? You can go like down the center here. If you don't have a hole punch though, like obviously you're not going to want to do that, because otherwise you're going to have to like cut out with scissors. So that's kind of like one of those things. But if you have like a strip, if you have a thinner strip of washi, kind of like I do here, you can easily go down the inside where the holes are. I like took way too much off and I have a hard time controlling it. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you can like totally, I'm just gonna turn my page too. Take it here and line it up as close as you can get it to the hole punches and go that route. And it kind of gives you that same look as if you were to punch out the holes. So you can totally do that too. And if you have a hole punch, you know, then you can totally layer over it. But I'm trying to keep it like pretty inexpensive, and the hole punches can get pretty crazily expensive. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. So yeah, that is one of my tips. So my other tip is using scrapbook paper, and this is just like kind of a scrap piece out of a large sheet that I had. You can go to like, let's see here, Hobby Lobby is where I got this one, and it's 69 cents for a sheet of paper. You can get so much out of this sheet. So again, you know, you can cut and fill your boxes. You know, you just kind of measure it out on the back. I always do my measurements on the back, and then I, you know, take a pencil, measure it out, cut it out, and I have like stickers all over my, I really need to get some like those anti-sticking things. I'm not very good at cutting straight lines. And I'm like, I recognize this about myself, and so I just use my paper cutter, but you can totally use scissors for this. I just know and I accept that I might not ever be good at cutting straight lines, and that's okay. So yeah, you can totally cut it out, and you know, you can use like my kid, like that wasn't perfect, but you can use your kids as glue sticks, or you know, if you have tape, you can use tape, or even doing like the same method with the washi tape and doing it on 4 corners. That's fine. I have the crafter's tape from Hobby Lobby, and so that's what I use. But again, if you're trying to keep it really low budget, you can use a glue stick. It totally works just fine. So yeah, you can just kind of take this here, fill in your box. Like I said, my cut wasn't perfect because I didn't measure perfectly, but that's okay. And also you can make another square, right? I'll just cut this down a little bit, and make your own box, like your own. And like I said, I am not going to cut this straight because I don't have that capability. You can cut the box down and you will have a border around your box. So just kind of, and I might be out of frame here, I'm sorry, but I'm just using my cutter. So you can just use the white side and tape it down. And now you have your own really pretty decorative box. So you just take that glue or adhesive or anything that you have to stick it to and plop it down like so. And then you have a really pretty border around your box that you can write in. The other thing that you can do with scrapbook paper is that you can fill your sidebar. So again, same concept, you take it, you do your measurements, hopefully I'm a little bit more accurate, and I don't think I want to go all the way down, I'm just going to go here, I'm going to make that cut across first because I feel like I will mess it up otherwise. So do that. Take my, getting everything everywhere, you guys. So take that other measurement. Whoops. There might be an easier way to measure. I don't know. This is just the way I've always done it. So I'm going to take that right to the edge. Even if I have to cut along the edge after I place it, that's okay. All right, so same concept. If you just want your sidebar to be purely decorative, there you go. You have a purely decorative sidebar. You can put boxes on top of it. If you have a sticker book or two and you're like, oh, I want to put a couple boxes or a nice quote, something over the top of that, that would be totally fine and it would look really, really pretty. Kind of shaky, like, I don't know what the deal is. I haven't had breakfast yet, maybe that's why. I'm a little shaky. So, like that. You have a sidebar that will also match your boxes if you decide to use that method, which is really neat. The other thing too is you can do the same exact thing here. You can break up the boxes in little squares and put them here. You can just make one long box, again, by just doing that same method of measuring, and, you know, and have the white like this inside this box. So that could work too if you like to use your box. You can also draw lines in it, either with just a ruler, or I have a check it off stencil that you can go over and be like, okay, I want lines. I want this to be a to-do list, say. I'm going to kind of line it up with this box, use my pen. I don't feel like that's very lined up. Felt like that was kind of crooked. Use your pen, go across. Sorry, my pen is skipping for some reason. I think there's a sticker or something on this. Or some of the plastic is coming off of it. That's really weird. Do you guys see that? What is going on? All right, we'll figure it out afterward because I don't want to lose my lines. So just draw in your lines. I'll have to go over it a couple times because for some reason there's like some type of plastic on it. I thought I peeled that off already. Oops, I went over there. You just have to like make sure that you're not going outside of your white box, which I probably am, but that's okay. You guys get the point. See how it skipped a little bit there? And I think there's something on that. So, but you can come back in and fill it. So yeah, now you have, you know, a nice little, a little checklist, and you can write to do up here, or whatever you want the checklist for. So The other thing you can do with the scrapbook paper is tear it. You know, I really, really love this method, and I think I did it. Yeah, I did it the wrong way. That's all right. I'm just going to use it anyways because you guys are going to understand what I mean. So you can tear it and just kind of like, you know, play with the pattern or how you want it to turn out. And you can put it down here at the bottom as a bottom border. And I really like that white edge that it has. I don't know if you guys can see that little white like paper edge from tearing it. I really like that. If you don't, you can totally cut it the other way or tear it the other way, and you see how this side doesn't have that white edge. You can do it either way. You can use it like this along the side here. You can even, if you want to cover up the dates, say like this is an old spread that I just didn't plan this week. So you can cover up the dates and then either write in your dates with a marker or, you know, whatever you want to use. If you have stickers for dates, then use those. So I'm just going to stick it down here, I think. Actually, I think I'm going to stick it along the sidebar because, I don't know, I just kind of like the way that looks a little bit better. I might have to redate this because it's actually turning out pretty cute. I might use it. So you just stick it down with some of that adhesive and look how perfect that was. And there you go. I mean, let me get you in frame here. I need to like use some of this washi and use it as a guide to be like, okay, don't pass that point because otherwise you guys can't see me. So it looks really, really cute. Like I said, and the same thing goes for the center. You can totally put the scrapbook paper down the center if you have a cutter. If not, you know, maybe not do it that way. Or if you want to cut them out by hand, that's totally fine too. So my next tip in kind of like conjunction with this scrapbook paper, the other thing that you can get, let me pull out my drawer here. The other thing that you can get from I think any of the craft stores, but I found these at Michael's. These are just die cut stickers. They come in like a cellophane bag. That didn't come from there. But they come in like a little bag of like a ton of different, you know, whatever thing that you're getting, like whatever design you're looking for. So here I have plants. And yeah, they're stickers and they're die cut stickers. So they're a little bit thicker, kind of like cardstock, actually even a little thicker than that, honestly. But still super, super pretty. And very inexpensive to buy a bag of it. I think I paid like $1.99 for all of these. I mean, there's a lot more. There's not just like these, but like, you know, you have the big leaves. And then it came with some smaller types like this. That's not one. Oh yeah, it is. That is one. So super inexpensive way to do that as well. You can go in there and you can find these little bags. I mean, this is a lot. Like you could decorate a couple spreads probably with all of this, honestly. So you can use that as well. And very, very, you know, pretty cheap way to decorate your planner spread. The other thing I was thinking of, and I actually was kind of impressed with myself. I don't like pat my own self on the shoulder, right? I'm just like getting a few things around here. But my husband and I when we were moving, we were repainting the apartment we were in just because, you know, we wanted to leave it nicer for the next person. Not that it wasn't nice already, but we wanted to leave it better for the next person. So I was sitting there, you know, he was getting the paint cans filled, and I'm looking and I'm looking at these paint samplers, right? And I'm like, why not use these in your planner? They're free. You know, I don't go out and clear out every single color, but you know, if you have a spread that you're working on, or you know one that's upcoming, and you're like, I really want these specific colors, and can't find them in a sticker book or something like that. Seriously, like, they're free. You can just go there and pick out the colors you want. I mean, granted, you have to cut around a little bit, but really, it's such an inexpensive and easy way to decorate. Like, that is probably one of my best tips right there. I was like super impressed with myself for even thinking of it. I was just like kind of in my own little world. And yeah, I was just like, why can't we do this? And so it kind of falls under the same concept of the scrapbook paper. You can use it as just one giant big box and flip another one around. Well, maybe not on those, but you can use like your scrapbook paper. I use this for test markers and fill it in, you know, with the white, or you can just fill a whole box, stick a sticker off of it. You can use this as the box, right? So like you can just write in here. There's so many different ways to use it, honestly. I mean, you can just use it like scrapbook paper or any type of sticker. You can cut out, you know, a shape and use a shape. It's really versatile. So I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, take those measurements again. I don't think I just did that right, but that's okay. I'll go back. Oh yeah, I did do that right. So take those measurements, put on the tape or glue stick or whatever type of adhesive you have, and fill in a box. I mean, it's just a really great idea if, you know, you're having a hard time coming up with ideas or just want to, you know, find really cheap ways to decorate. That it's a really great way to do that. And there's, you know, I can't say like every store still has paint swatches. These ones I got, I think, like at the Home Depot when we were there. And you could even like leave that in, right? It's a cute little bear. Nobody's going to be able to tell that this is a paint swatch. So if you just line up that curve, or you can keep the curve. I am like a sucker for nice square, organized, round thing, or like squared off things. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a very clean look. So I don't typically use anything round or anything like that. So because I just like the squareness, I guess. And then same thing, do your measurements. If you want to fill a box, you don't have to fill a box. You can make it a smaller box. You can use it as a box to actually write in. You can use it to decorate however you want, like however your imagination lets you. That's what I really love about planning, is that it's so creative. You know, you get so many great ideas from a lot of the different influencers here on YouTube. I mean, yeah, I love every single one of the planner babes. I pull so much inspiration from everybody. So again, you know, I'm just gonna fill a box because why not? And you can go and you can layer, you know, if you find I'm just using these stickers because I don't really use them ever for anything. So you can layer off of this box like that. Just like that. I mean, and it's cute, right? I mean, you have a little bear down there. But like I said, if you don't want that, you can just totally cut it out. It's not a big deal. So my next tip is, if you don't have, you know, the resources for stickers or putting, you know, the washi tape, or but you like your boxes. Another good way is to pick up a pack of, these are like Pen and Gear. I was trying to swatch them and number them, but that kind of failed, so these are all falling off. You can find these at Walmart, and if I remember to, and linking things is just one of those hard things for me. Like I don't know. I always forget. So if I do forget, remind me in the comments and I will link these. These are the Pen and Gear Walmart brand, and they were pretty inexpensive. I can't remember what I paid for them, but it was like under 10 bucks for sure. And they have smaller packs. I got a bigger pack what had a lot more markers in it. And then also the midliner, which are like, they're exactly like this, but they're just name brand. So I first started off with the midliner, and then Pen and Gear came out with theirs. So I would highly, highly recommend the Pen and Gear for, you know, the more inexpensive route. The midliners are great, and their colors are a little bit more vibrant, I want to say. Maybe like they're more the tone that I look for. So like with this, if I wanted a shade between this, I can always find it in the midliner shade. Not so much in the Pen and Gear. So, but still, really great inexpensive way. And how I use these, now these are dual tipped. So there's like the chiseled tip, which is, you know, obviously great for highlighting. Oh, I'm not gonna use that one, I broke this one. But then there's like the fine tip, and so that you can use this for writing as well. So that's like, you know, really neat. But what I like to do is if I'm like wanting a box, and again, I'm not going to be very straight here. I'm not really worried. I just outline my box that I want, and then I come back through and outline it with a similar color. And it kind of blends a little bit, but it's very, very cheap way to get, you know, you'd get obviously more than one use out of these highlighters. So, and then like with the Pen and Gear, I'm kind of like running out of boxes. So maybe I'll just go and like kind of do my own thing, right? I think I want to, well, I'll do it over here. I should have used the pink over here. I don't know. This isn't like an actual spread that I'm making, so I don't know why I'm getting like I have to make it match now. So you can kind of go like this and say like I want another box like that. You can do it cleaner too. I'm just quickly doing this for demonstration. And obviously my lines are like totally off, but that's okay. Because like I said, it's just demonstration. And then you can just do this. And you have two really nice boxes. And you can layer those however you want, or however you want to draw them. You can draw shapes and, you know, use shapes. You can use stencils. Stencils are really another great inexpensive way to decorate your planner spread. I didn't even think about that till just now. And I don't think I have any stencils to demonstrate, but that's fine. It's fine. You guys will figure that out. But yeah, so those are kind of my tips. And with the highlighters too, you can, if you want it, you know, decorative, you can go decorative. You know, you can sit there, and I'm just going to keep that open and go back and forth between 2 different colors, 3 different colors, 4 different colors, whatever you're wanting to do. You're not going to be able to trim that edge, so I would keep that in mind. You know, so if you have like a piece of paper, you know, you could take like a piece of paper and line it so that you're not going over where you don't want to go. And then, you know, that way it kind of is a barrier, and you can kind of go back and fill like that little section. But for this purpose, I don't care because this is not a spread that I'm using. but you can just kind of go back and forth and make it a thing. And it's cute, you know, it's just a really inexpensive way. And like I said, there's tons of other colors, and depending on what pack you buy, I think it comes like in a 4-pack or 5-pack, and then like the big pack, I guess. I don't know. But it's just a tip. You can use it. So I'm not going to finish it. I got like all the way to the end. I'm like, I'm not going to finish it, right? Stick with it, man. Stick with it. So I would just like, another thing too, is that what you could do is, I don't think I have any sitting here with me. I just thought of this, came to my mind, but you could either take, you know, just regular transparent tape, or if you're worried that you're not going to get that back off your spread, you can just take like some washi tape and line around your box there. And so like when you're, you know, coming across, you're going on the washi and not, you know, on your next box. So that would be a really good tip too. So yeah, I think that was my 5 tips, you guys. I think that's all I have. Just to kind of quickly go over all of it again, scrapbook paper is a great way, washi tape, using your scrapbook paper and like turning it inside out and doing your own little boxes with a border, super great way. Highlighters, they're amazing. And my favorite, like paint swatches. I've collected these over a course of time, so don't think I'm just going to the store and stealing all these, not stealing, but because they're free, taking all these paint swatches that people need, but that's not the case. But really, really good ways look at these colors. They're so pretty. Look at that. That's so pretty. And yeah, you know, like I said, you have to do some trimming, but really, at the end of the day, it's a good tip. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate it so much if you gave this video a thumbs up and comment down below on your kind of money saving hacks to decorate your spreads. And if you're a returning viewer, I appreciate your support so, so much. And it really just makes my heart happy to hang out with all of you guys and see everybody creating and, you know, creating new ways and cheap ways to make something super beautiful. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.